Really proud of our players. Love their energy, their commitment at the defensive end of the floor tonight. I believe, if my math's correct, that wraps up 6-0 in the last 11 days. I don't know if that's ever happened in Murray State history to play that many games in such a short period. But really proud of our players for their effort and togetherness. It was a lot of fun to watch them play tonight. And big win for us, and we'll now turn our attention to getting better for the road trip to Cookeville on Thursday.
How challenging is it? You mentioned kind of that many games in a short stretch like this to have that energy and effort despite all the fatigue that's going on.
Well, I think it is tough. It's certainly a challenge. I won't share that with our players. I mean, they're in the weight room lifting right now. We got a tough group. They work hard. They'll be ready to roll on Thursday. I think it's just mental toughness is where it starts, and then trusting the work that you've put in with Coach Puckett in the weight room since we got on campus June 1st. And I think you see that really paying off. And it helps to have really good players, which we do.
Some of that shooting, obviously we saw it kind of carry over to the beginning of this game and a little bit throughout. Do you attribute that to maybe some fatigue, or is that just random slump?
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't care. We won by 26 points. I thought our guys guarded. The defense will always be there. You're right, Blake. We've got to shoot the ball better from three. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the playing 6 games in 11 days that's caused some of that. But I believe in our guys to keep firing away from behind the arc. I love our balance. I think that's what makes us a good offensive team. Loved our 2-point efficiency tonight and the effort on the offensive glass. And so I think when you're building a team, you don't want to just be able to beat people one way. Because if on that night you don't have it, you're done. And so that's back-to-back games. We haven't shot it as well from three as we're capable, but we found other ways to win, and that's always the goal.
Coach, one of those other ways to win is when you miss the three, doggone it, your guys are going and getting it and keeping the possession for you. 18 offensive rebounds, 20 points off those offensive rebounds, Coach.
Well, that's an effort stat. Almost 50%. We almost got 50% of our misses, which is hard to do. And, you got to look at KJ Williams. I mean, that's the back-to-back games now, 15 offensive rebounds in 2 games. I mean, that's tremendous. So really proud of him for that. And, just great effort from our guys, both ends of the floor. But you're right, John, the ability to get those second chance points was critical for us.
Coach, Tennessee Tech scored 11 points in the first 4 minutes. They scored 38 points in the next 35 minutes, I do believe. So from a mathematical standpoint, I mean, what was the lock-in after that 11-2 start? How did it change defensively for you guys?
Well, it's a game of runs. They got off to a good start. There wasn't much energy, I didn't think. We called our timeout there. Credit to our players, really encouraged them to pick it up, especially at the defensive end. That usually leads to good offense for us. And from the 16-minute mark to the 1-minute mark of the half, over those 15 minutes, we gave up 9 points. And so that's just great credit to our players for their effort on the defensive end. Enabled us to get out in transition when Trey came into the game. I thought he changed the speed of the game, his ability to get the ball up and down the floor. And then we had great execution offensively in the first half. Juice and Tevin did a great job of getting the ball to KJ. Made some great reads to get him the ball for some easy baskets there.
Matt, what kind of challenges do y'all face now seeing this team 3 days from now?
Well, I think you just run the film from their game on Thursday at home, John, where they scored 94 points and had 27 assists and hit 14 threes, and know that we'll see a better shooting team on Thursday. And then besides that, really just need to stay focused on getting our team better and continue to improve as the season goes along.
Coach, you talk so much about defensive intensity and how tough these guys have to be on defense, but with a team full of scorers, it must be nice to just be able to do a little bit of everything. You've got guys who can drop 30 points in a night, and then tonight KJ is 21. What is it like to be in your situation where you've got guys who can just score at will, but you also just preach their toughness on defense?
It's a great question. I think it's a big key to our success. I think we've talked about that some through the season. We have balance offensively, multiple guys in double figures. But then I think even in the grander scheme of things, we have balance on the offensive end and defensive end. I think we're top 50 in the country in offensive efficiency, top 50 in defensive efficiency. So that gives you an opportunity to win games in multiple ways. And, just really proud of our players for staying focused and continuing to work hard at both ends of the court.
Coach, y'all had 25 bench points tonight. That continues to show the strength of this team, I believe, doesn't it?
It was a huge key in the first half especially. I thought Trey, Nick, and Daquan came in and gave us great minutes. I want to say, you'll have to look up the number, but I want to say it was something like 15-0 at the half in bench points in our favor. And that's because of the energy that Trey, Nick, and Daquan played with. I thought that was a big key for us, and will continue to be as we move forward, especially as we go through this stretch with so many games.
Strong week of games ahead with Tennessee Tech and then Moorhead here on Saturday. Close to 100% health on the roster, or where do things look there?
Yeah, we'll just be focused in on Thursday's game, Ed. That's the only one that matters right now. I think it's really important that we get a good day of rest tomorrow. It's our second day off during this long stretch of games, and guys need to get recovered and then have a good practice Wednesday and ready to roll. Skipper Brown was out again tonight with the health and safety protocols, and look forward to getting him back soon. But everyone else looks great. Like I said, they're in the weight room working and doing a good job taking care of themselves.